G'day guys, welcome back. I've done a few scraped canvases today, playing with different black paint. I'm out of Liquitex Mars Black, so I've been seeing if I can get the Artist Loft Black to work in my metallic pearl pours. So I've been experimenting with that today. I just need to get a jug. Forgot a jug. So I don't know, I'm just having trouble with the consistency, I think, or maybe the Artist Loft just doesn't work. If you guys have done these metallic pearl pours with Artist Loft and it's worked for you, let me know. I'm still not quite sure whether it's okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. The last one was too thin. Now I'm just mixing everything with Floetrol. I don't have any Liquitex Basics black left. It's all out of stock. I can't get it. I haven't got any blue left. So I'm just using what I've got, some green, some blue, some purple. And for the cells today, I'm using the Decoart Supreme Sheen in the rose gold. That I've mixed 1:1 with Floetrol. My Liquitex Basics colours I've mixed 2:1 with a splash of water. So I've got light blue, which is finished now, and deep violet and phthalo green. And those have been mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint with a splash of water. The black, which I'm still not sure about, I've mixed 1.5 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. I'm just a little bit concerned that it might be too thick. I think I'm going to add a splash of water just to see if that helps. Because when you take the paint out of its bottle, it's thinner than the Liquitex Basics. So maybe it just needs 1.5:1 with a splash of water, and the Liquitex Basics needs 2:1 with a splash of water. Let's see if that works. So they do leave a mound. Now this is a 20" by 24" canvas, which is a 50 by 60 centimetre. I've wasted a lot of paint today experimenting with this black. Maybe it's just the black that doesn't work. I just haven't been getting the pearl cells that I'm wanting, so it may well be the black. This will be my last one. I've wasted so much paint, so much time, spilled paint all over the floor. It's been a bad day, you guys. It has. Sometimes we just have bad days, don't we? Now, my green, I'm going to pour everything from up high and just in a bit of a circle to mix the paint up a little bit. So it's dispersed, I guess, a bit more evenly in the cup. And then the light blue. So no silicone in any of these colours. It's generally just that Decoart Extreme Sheen that makes the cells, I found. And I've got some extra black as well that I've mixed 2:1 just for my corners. Right, in we go with the rose gold. Oh, I've got so much paint. Last time I only had 2 Liquitex Basics colours. This time I've got 3, so that's why I've got extra paint now. Never mind. I'm a bit over it. I'm a bit over it, yes. Okay. Move that out of the way. Bring that down. Pour from up high. I don't know what these colours are going to be like together. Who knows? Purples and greens, you know, are usually pretty good together, so hopefully they'll be all right. In we go. Might not pour from so up high this time, just so that I can get a little bit more colour differentiation rather than too much mud. So this rose gold, it's kind of like a copper colour. It's very pretty. And I got a lot of black. I've probably got double the amount of black than I have my other colour. Not double the amount of all the colours, just double the amount of black to one of the colours. Not sure what that's going to do, little blobby bit in the middle there. Right, I'm going to torch that, and then I'm going to lay my other black around the outside. So my other experiments, I'm not going to put them up because they weren't very good, you know, I wasn't happy with the claws, I've just scraped them. One of them I tilted really fast to see if the speed was any difference. One of them was thinner mix to see if that was any different. It was too thin and it just looked like all these intestines, blobby intestines. So that didn't work. And then also having too much paint on the surface can also be detrimental, I found. Just basically takes a lot of experimentation. And you can watch somebody do it and they do it perfectly and you think, well, that looks easy enough, I can do that. And then when you go to do it, it's not so easy, is it? No, because you might have different paints. So things won't look the same, won't work the same if you've got different paints and, you know, different consistencies. And I like to measure everything so I know if something worked, I know how to replicate it. I've written it all down. Because if you say, you know, add water to consistency, like, that's not helpful. If you don't know what consistency is, saying add water to consistency does not help at all. So I measure, I add about 10 grams of paint in these. As I said, I've got, I didn't say this one, did I? No. I've gone through this 4 times already today, spoken to you guys about this. I can't remember what I've told you and what I haven't. So these have got 80 grams of Floetrol, 40 grams of Liquitex paints, and then 10 grams of water splashed in. And I just, when I did my splash, I did it on the scale so I could measure how much I added. It was just a splash and it weighed about 10 grams. So it gives you an idea. You guys should be able to get Floetrol and Liquitex Basics, hopefully, wherever you are. So you should be able to achieve the same results if you're using those same materials and the same measurements. But I don't know if this is going to work. I mean, the cells are popping up, but see, they're doing that intestine thing again, which I don't like. So that's why I thought, well, maybe if I tilted straight away before the intestines came up. But that didn't work either. So I think I'm just going to go back to what I did with my first pour, not the Space Odyssey, the one after that, because that worked really well. So I'm just going to go back to how I did that, and hopefully I'll get similar results. And I just tilted slowly. I went to each corner. Just want to make sure I don't leave too much paint on the surface. Yes, you can go, you big intestine looking creature, you. And then I think I'm going to just go over there. I'm not going to worry about going back to the middle. I'm just going to go down there. And then I'll come back. And the weight of the paint's already kind of down there, so I'll take it down there. See those blobby bits? I don't like those, and I don't know how to not get those. This is what's been doing my head in, all this blobby stuff. And not knowing how to get rid of it. Because once your cells come up, as you can see on the sides there, and then you're still tilting, you're stretching them out of shape, which is not good. So that's what I want to try and prevent from happening. Now, still getting your pretty cells, but not overstretching them. Looks like a forest. Trees in the woods. I mean, that's pretty, but, you know, they were much prettier before I stretched them out of shape because I was trying to get some of that off. So this is my dilemma. How do I get these big blobby intestines off without overstretching my pretty cells? Feel free to let me know if you guys have worked it out. I'm certainly not the master of this. I'm still learning. I kind of like that middle bit. It's really that pink there against that blue. That's quite stunning. All right, let's torch. These along here, they were really pretty, weren't they, when they popped up? And then I should have just left them, but I was kind of still stretching. I was still trying to cover my canvas. So how do you leave these cells where they are, not stretch them, but still get all those blobby bits off? You know, that's the trick. Is it maybe tilting really fast to get all those blobby bits off first? Is it making your mix thicker? Is it making your mix thinner? Still lots of experimentation to be done, but I just can't keep buying this Liquitex Basics paints all the time, and I'm going through so much Floetrol. It's just ridiculous. I guess I prefer, out of the 4 that I've done today, this is probably the one I prefer the most, but it certainly doesn't compare to the one with the gold paint that I did. That was much prettier. We'll see what happens. Like, it's developing cells, so we're getting these pinky purple cells through here. Hope I don't lose all that green, because that green was quite stunning. These cells here all seem to be joining up now, so they're losing their cell shape. They're just turning into blobs, which is what I didn't want. So looking at that, I'm thinking that maybe, you know, the mix needs to be a little bit thicker because they're growing too much. Not sure. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? I'll take it down for a close-up so you can see, but if you guys have any suggestions, if you've done these and you know how to maybe keep those cells as cells, let me know. But I'll just keep experimenting. I'm thinking that my mix is too thick though. Maybe I didn't have enough paint, so by the time I was stretching over to the corner, yeah, kind of, because I didn't have so much paint, I was having to overstretch. But I had a full jug, so don't think that was the problem. Anyway, let me take it down. You can see what it looks like from down there. Colours are quite pretty, and I'm glad I've got the black negative space in the middle that I do like, and then that swirly bit, that's really quite pretty too. Okay, so this is That's the green there that I was hoping I would keep. It looks as if it's being taken over a little bit. Still got some up there, which is nice. The colours are really pretty together. These were just colours that I had left over. Like, I never would think to put them together. So these are the cells that, well, started off as really pretty cells. The colour, in reality, it's more pink because of the rose gold. Whoops. Yeah, it's much more pink. How pretty is that? That green. I do like that. And that centre. I wonder if I do a ring pour, how that would go rather than just a dirty pour. No, because then you just get these rings of intestines. I've tried that. See all that up there? I don't like that. I don't know how to get rid of that stuff. What more like this. This is what I'm after. Just little cells popping up here and there. That's what I'm after. So the ones that did come up here earlier that I've overstretched, I think that they would have done this anyway, even if I hadn't have overstretched them, because they've grown so much. And it's still pretty. Like, it's interesting. They kind of look like boulders, don't they? I wonder what I could call this one. Because I do like that section just there. Those colours are amazing. Reminds me of like those electric jellyfish down in the depths of the ocean. So bright. Alrighty, so that is it there. Still can't get the colours to be exact. Kind of looks a bit more brown, but it certainly has more of a pinky hue to it. Okay, and I've just got a notification to say that my battery's on 10%, so I'd better go. So I'll put this one up because it's the best out of 4 that I've done today. Oh dear. Yeah, I think they need to be thicker. Then they won't grow so much. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go again. I haven't got any more blue now. I've just used all of my blue. Dear, oh dear. I've got so much paint today in Floetrol. All right. Definitely going to do these colours again because I really like them, even though they were just a fluke, an accident to get these colours. But I will try them again. Get a focus. Focus. And I will see you for the next pour. All right. Thanks for sticking along with me and trying this out. We will get there eventually, I'm sure. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.